He watched his own memorial service on a digital screen more than 5,000 miles away as his family wept over an empty lake. This isn't a plot from a Hollywood thriller. It is the chilling reality of a man who decided to turn himself into a ghost. In the quiet, deep waters of Green Lake, Wisconsin, a capsized kayak and a life jacket were found floating on a summer evening. The man behind the paddle, Ryan Borgwardt, a father of 3 and a respected member of the community who had seemingly vanished into the depths. For 54 days, specialized dive teams scanned every inch of that lake. They used advanced sonar, professional divers, and even search teams that specialized in recoveries. The community grieved. His family waited for a closure that the water simply refused to give up. But while the divers were looking down, investigators were looking elsewhere. Sheriff Mark Podol noticed that things just weren't adding up. Why was the kayak found in such a specific position? Why hadn't a body surfaced despite the exhaustive searches? When digital forensic teams finally cracked into Ryan's secondary accounts, they didn't find a man preparing for an ending. They found a man preparing for a premiere. It turns out Ryan had been meticulously crafting a second life. Just one day before his disappearance, he had been issued a brand new passport. He had wiped his browser history, replaced the laptop's hard drive, and moved significant funds to an offshore account. But the biggest red flag was found in the digital messages. He had been communicating with a woman in Uzbekistan for months, mapping out a transit route that didn't lead to a bottom of a lake, but to the heart of Eastern Europe. Ryan didn't drown, he boarded a plane. He traded his family, his children, and his entire identity for a clean slate, leaving a $70,000 search bill and a broken home in his wake. Authorities eventually realized that while they were searching the silt for a tragedy, Ryan was likely navigating the streets of a different continent under a new name. It is the ultimate act of digital and physical vanishing. We often think we can escape our shadows in the age of GPS and facial recognition, but Ryan Borgwardt proved that if you're willing to burn every bridge you've ever crossed, you can become invisible. The question remains, is he still out there watching the fallout, or has the world already forgotten a man who never was? If you think you can truly start over in 2026, or if the digital trail always catches up eventually, tell me your theory in the comments, and hit that follow button for stories that prove that truth is stranger than fiction. Stay safe, and until the next one.